Hi guys, this video I'm gonna be talking a little bit about my husband. I want to say trigger warning because this has to do with self-harm, and I don't want what I'm going to be talking about to trigger anyone else who may be going through hardships in that manner. Oh, give me 1 second. But I think it's just important because I don't want to hurt anyone. I've been going live for over 6 years, and a lot of my lives, especially Foodie Friday, my husband would come on live with me, and we've been doing this for years. It's something that we really enjoy doing, and we connected so well with our viewers because of our deep love and connection between me and him. We made people laugh, we've made people cry, and the loyalty has been so strong. I've been quiet and not giving any updates regarding my husband because of what me and my children and my husband have endured on social media and anyone that's close to me. Not only was I harassed and stalked, but so was my parents, so was my sister, so was my ex-husband, my girls' father. So much negativity happened, and people got involved. APS got involved, CPS got involved, Yuma Police Department got involved. They conducted a thorough investigation on me and everything regarding my husband. Because of this, it really made I left social media for almost 8 months during this time because the responsibility that I had at that time, I could not deal. I wasn't able to put drama on social media on the plate that was already full at that time. My plate has not been as full, and my plate is not as heavy anymore. I'm now dealing with the pain of no longer having my husband by my side. Because of what happened on social media, I stayed away from talking about my husband or updating anyone, because that's a pain that I feel I need to protect. It's a pain that I never thought I would feel or go through in my life. Whew. Excuse me. On May 23rd of 2022, my husband attempted on his life by rope. Immediately when I saw him, it was a shock. It's a lot of emotions all at once. That's really hard to process, seeing the love of your life in the most scariest position, and even needing to think, needing to grab the phone, call 911, those thoughts. It's scary how you really have to act so quickly in a moment like that, and I did. and I was able to cut him down and perform CPR with the help of aid. And for almost an entire year, he fought like no one I've ever seen before. And he did things that doctors said he never would. And being by his side was an honor and a privilege, and one that I would do again and again. That's my baby. And for me now, it's important because I feel such a disconnect with what I do, with creating content. I hold back so much because of the hurt and because of needing to protect my family. But I feel like I'm not being me anymore, and I feel like I'm disconnected from myself by not sharing my truth for fear of more people judging, more people sharing such negative, horrible lies against me. You know, it affecting my children, because I noticed a pattern when I would talk about my husband. There was a lot of backlash, and I did not want to create that for my family. But it's important for me to live in my truth and for me to feel that connection again, because what I do is important. And I feel like my story, even with what I went through on social media, I feel like that could help so many people. The way that I fought for my husband, you know, doctors telling me that he has no hope, that he's never going to come back from this, that he's going to be a vegetable for the rest of his life. And I did not accept that whatsoever. And he didn't. Before Vaughn passed away, his eyes were open and he still was moving his head. And he was able to use his voice. There's so much about what has happened in the last year that people have absolutely no idea about. And because I didn't share this news, it came out already that my husband has passed, and this is not new for a lot of people in knowing this. This is now just me confirming this. This is why I've held back, because my privacy is no longer something that people respect. What I share, we've been doing this for the last 6 years. I know what my husband wouldn't want me to share at this point. For me and him working together for this long, I know my husband. I know what he would be comfortable with being shared. I know what he wouldn't. So whatever I have shared and whatever I will share is going to be something that I know is something that he would be okay with. At the time when he passed away, that was no one. I knew that something would happen to where it would get out. And I delayed in doing the death certificate because of, I just had that, maybe it wasn't me having a feeling. Maybe it was me being directed by God to tell me, don't say nothing, don't do nothing. I knew that once I were to fill out the death certificate, something would happen. So I delayed in doing that. That delay caused, and besides the delay, my husband was tortured. He was in the hospital. The last update that I gave was that he was in the hospital because he was abused by the care home that he was at. He did not make it from there, and the hospital hurt him and slowly took away his life. And I documented everything. I would go in there with video recordings. I would take pictures. It is so disgusting, the things that Vaughn has endured. And because of that, because of the disgusting care that he had received, it cost him his life. So now I'm here to pick up the pieces and to be that warrior mom who has to now be there to comfort my children with the pain that I can never fix. As a parent, you want to do everything you can to protect your babies and to keep them from harm. And this is something that I can't. I can be there to support, and I can be there to be there by their side. And that's what I've been doing. Just because this is the first time I've been on social media talking about this doesn't mean that we don't regularly have conversations about my husband. We talk about him every day because he's that special. It's like if love was, the way that you show love was money, let's say that, and to be married was $100 a day that you had to give to your significant other. The way Vaughn gave me love was like, it was $1,000 a day, each day. He gave me so much more than what my heart needed, which was why I just rode so hard for him during his time of need, because he was absolutely worth the fight of trying to save his life. And sadly, it just didn't. Now he's really gone. And part of why I didn't want to do this was because, like, I don't want to accept my reality. And the comments that I've been getting have been disgusting. You know, go pick up Vaughn, he's in the freezer. You know, because I did not fill out the death certificate. We did not cremate him yet. I needed time for me to process what just happened. Because as soon as I found my husband last year, it was being flown to Tucson, going from one hospital, dealing with doctors every day, going to another hospital every single day. Every single day I was by his side. And that was a lot. And taking care of him. And he did come home. And we got to experience Vaughn coming home. And Oasis even at one point had said, like, it just feels so good because she feels like our family is whole again. There's a void that, like I said, I can never fill. And with Vaughn being here, it just felt like everything was just so, this was just everything that we had worked for, everything that I had tried so hard to make happen. By the time he came home, he was in such bad shape from the hospital. He only made it 4 days here. And then I had to take him in. So the comments, no matter what you think about me, which I think it's fair for the judgment to slow down. You don't know anything about my side. You just hear what people who are hungry for money are saying. They are starving for attention. They want the support that I am given. I get such great loyal support, but I'm not trying to do it by hurting someone else. I do it in an honest way, and I do it talking about my business, my family, talking about me. I lost my train of thought. Maybe it was important for me to do so. The next few days, next few weeks, I'm going to be talking about what our journey because I need other people to know that if you feel in your heart that this person who they are trying to declare brain, like, you gotta stand up for your beliefs, because I did. Vaughn did fight for so long until he was too tired and he couldn't anymore. There was some, I don't remember what it was. Anyways, I don't know. I think that's all I have to say. I didn't really, this is time. It's important for me to talk about, you know, like, I can't be so open and raw and honest with holding such monumental things back, you know? And this being our reality is very difficult. It's like, it was as if it's been shock from one moment to the next, like a constant state of shock since May 23rd of last year. And Vaughn made it to May 7th of this year, and he fought so hard. And I want to share part of his journey with his, after his anoxic brain injury. There's a lot of people who have taken clips of my videos and portrayed me in the absolute worst light. And I want to address everything, all the videos that I can't possibly think of all that was out there. I did not look anything up, but I know that there's a lot of videos out there that people have given with the wrong context. And I want to give my side of the story. And my intention is not to bash anyone. There's too much hate. There's too much negativity out there. When I first started talking about Vaughn, it was never, oh, woe is me, poor him, look at what we're doing, pity us. It was, I believe in my husband. I don't care what no one says. He's going to make it. Send us the positive vibes. Don't give us pity. Don't make us, that's low frequency. That's not what he needs to heal. We need positive energy. I need warrior strength. You know, like, we're gonna be in a fight. It was never, ever to exploit my husband. Maybe you or someone else would not want to share certain things on social media, but I know Vaughn and what he would have been okay with. And I stand by the fact that I've respected what his wishes would have been every step of the way. Even him passing away, that was a decision that he made as well. And in a future video, I will talk about that. I will talk about how this whole time, how he's been so strong, and the moment where I knew that he's too tired. Yeah, he suffered too much. And I'm not doing this because anybody bullied me. Like, let's make that clear. If anybody can learn anything from me keeping my mouth quiet these last few months, this last over a year, it's that if I have boundaries, that is staying up. Whether other people continue to try to cross it or not, I have nothing, I am not sharing anything because anybody is forcing me. Ain't nobody making me do anything. Let's make that clear. Crystal clear. This is because this is what's right in my heart. This is what's right for my family. I've talked about this day for a long time with my children. We've had family meetings. We've talked about possible repercussions of me now talking about Vaughn again. We've talked about a lot. We're very open with our communication, and I'm doing a damn good job of taking care of my babies and helping them to heal from such a tragic loss. We are taken care of by our God, our Father, our King. We don't need for anything. We have everything we need like we've always had. This journey has made us grow closer to Jehovah in every way possible. And I think it's important for you guys to see just how incredible this last year has been, but also how tragic it's been for the people who have caused deliberate harm on Vaughn. That's all I have to say. Thank you for listening, and thank you for allowing me the space to be able to deliver such a very hard message.